Sometimes the hardest part of setting boundaries isn't the decision, it's a conversation that comes after. So when someone pushes back or keeps asking you and trying to convince you, oh, it's just this once. Now, if you're someone who cares about people or, you're helpful and you want to be seen as helpful and responsive, it can feel uncomfortable or awkward. And so you don't feel right saying no because you think you might come across as uncooperative or selfish. But protecting your time, your energy, and your headspace doesn't make you selfish, it makes you sustainable. And having those courageous conversations are what allow us to stay congruent and connected. The courage is in showing up with honesty, with care, and not being uncomfortable in those situations because you can hold your boundary, make a connection with the other person, and also look to negotiate an outcome that works for you. When time is tight and you're feeling that you're being pushed to commit to something, you've got a couple of options. And maybe you say, instead of going straight in with a flat no or going in with a straight yes, you might say, well, let's find a way that works for both of us. I've committed to a few other priorities right now. I really value your request. Let's have a look at what we can make work. So you're assertive and you're honest, and it's not about making excuses because it's an invitation to collaborate and not overextend. And people will respect that far more than a reluctant yes or a flat no. So whilst holding a boundary might disappoint someone in the short term, it builds trust in the long term because you're showing up as someone who is honest, clear, and grounded in what matters. So here's a question. Is there a conversation you've been avoiding because it feels like it's going to be uncomfortable to have? And how might you actually strengthen the relationship if you have that conversation? I'd love to hear your thoughts and your go-to phrases for when boundaries are tested.